Test 1 2, test. All right, Mr. Mancias here. Yesterday we went ahead and provided movement to the player. Most of you should have finished this video. The only exception was that I did not have notes on that first video. So go ahead and add these notes. Go ahead and pause it. What you want to do is take a look at these notes right here on line 7. Make sure you add those on. These are testable, and then make sure you add notes right here in the void updates. We have notes from here to here, and then this code here that identifies what this code is for. This is to move the player. So this code right here moves the player. All right. Everything else explains what we added to this. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue with adding a blocking movement. So we're going to block it from going off the edges. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue here. We're going to add another comment. And we're going to say that the following code is for blocking, screen blocking. So okay, hit enter a few times so we can start writing our code. We're going to start with an if statement and parentheses. Ooh, where did it go? Right there. So inside this parentheses, we're going to add transform dot position. Okay, and we're going to say we're going to use position on X. So it's transform dot position dot X, and we want that position to be less than, and we are going to look for a certain number. So we're going to go back to our Unity. Inside Unity, we're going to grab our player 1, and we are going to move him all the way to the left hand side, zoom in a little bit, and we want to go to the very far left edge. Okay, right there. So we're gonna look at this number right here. Okay, 26, negative 26. So that's the number we're gonna remember and put in our head. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the code, and we're gonna put here negative 26, and I'm gonna say 0.01 just for this, and you're gonna put an F there. So if you have a decimal 0.0 something, make sure you don't forget to put the F after that. All right, the next thing we need to do is go ahead and start our argument. So we're going to go ahead and add our argument tabs here, add those in. I like to move them down here just so I can have everything nice and organized. And we are going to create our argument here, transform.position, and we are going to say this new position, new, and it's going to be a vector 3 position, and we're going to tell it where we want it. So we're going to do parentheses again, and we are going to say negative 26.01 again, and again that's a float, and we are going to put a comma there, transform dot position comma, I'm sorry, dot y, and then comma 0 F. Okay, so what we did here was we said, hey, if you reach this edge of negative 26, I want you to keep me in that position of negative 26. I don't want you to take me anywhere. So this is as far as I can go, negative 26. Stop me from going. This means I can't go up or down. That's what the Y means, and I will not go farther than that. Okay, so that is my left position, my left limit. My write limit looks very similar to this code. So all I'm going to do is copy this code right here, Control C. And I'm going to come right below that, and I'm going to go ahead and insert it there. A few numbers that need to change, and symbols. This symbol right here needs to change. Instead of less than, it needs to be greater than. And instead of a negative number, it is a positive number, because now we're dealing with the other side on the screen. We're going to go ahead and delete that also. So now when I go to my right side, anytime I hit the positive 26.01, that's as far as I'm going to be able to go, because this code right here prevents it from allowing me to go any further. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit save. Remember, make sure we have 3 brackets down here. If you got 3 brackets, then you did it correctly. Save right there. Check Unity. So I'm going to bring everything back to the center. And my block, I'm going to come back to the center. So now everything should be good to go. I'm going to hit play. I am going to go left. And I should not be able to go past that point. I'm going to go right. And I should not be able to go past that point. Okay. So we are good to go. That is screen blocking. The next thing I'm going to show you is screen wrapping, which is very similar, except this time I'm going to go all the way out, and then I want to be teleported all the way to this side and come back in. All right, so it's very simple code. Let's just grab a few numbers that we're going to need. This time I am going to go right here where there's just a sliver of red still inside. My new number is negative 27.22. Negative 27.22. So let's go ahead and go down here. We're going to start here with a comment. The code below is for screen wrapping. Okay. And hit enter a few times just to make some room. Now, it is very similar to this code. Okay, so I'm going to explain a few things, but it's very easy. I'm just going to go ahead and copy it. Control C. Come here underneath this comment. Control V. All right, so now what changes am I going to make? All right, so pay attention here. We're going negative, except this time I want to be teleported to the positive end, right? I want to go negative, teleport it to the positive end. So this right here needs to change. Change that to a positive, and remember my new number was what? 27 point. Oh, I even forgot. 27.22. 27.22. So that number is going to change to 27.22, and it is still afloat. This number is also going to change to 2722. Okay, and that is still afloat. All right. So I'm going from negative, and I'm going to get teleported to the positive, represented by this number. Okay. Here I'm going positive 2722, and I am getting teleported to the negative side of 2722. Okay. And that's going to be a negative number. So let's put that negative there. And I am complete with this code. So this code is for screen wrapping. This code is for screen blocking. Now, they both can't operate at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I am going to comment this code in bulk. So for those of you that have read my notes before, it's a very simple process. You're going to go in front of this if right here. I am going to hit the / and star. That is located in your numbers. If you look at your keypad, it's right above the number 8 and the number 9. All right. And then I'm going to come down here before I begin the screen wrapping code. I'm going to go right there. Pay attention to where you're putting it. And I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go star and /. So now this, you notice, became black again, but this stayed green. So anything in between the stars is considered a comment. So now I don't have to worry about this code interfering with my screen wrapping. Later on, if you feel that, hey, screen wrapping really does not work for me, I want to go ahead and use screen blocking. I prefer screen blocking myself, but of course I'm going to show you both. So right here we have screen wrapping, screen blocking. All right. So now my player should teleport from one end all the way to the other and come out. Okay, let's take a look. Back to Schoology, compiling errors. Let's go ahead and recenter my square. Back here, good to go. All right, hit the play button. Now I should teleport left, and I should teleport right. Boom. Okay, very, very easy. If you got any questions, please let me know. If something is not working, please rewatch the video. I feel that it is very detailed and you should have no issues. If you do have issues, let me know. I'll be in class. And if you send me a message or something, I'll take care of that too. All right. Bye-bye.